All right, it started. The prologue, that is. Let me actually turn it up on my um headphones a little bit more. All right, there you go. Perfect. So my guess, by the end of the stream, that Fate Remnant thing will change. Here. Oh yeah. Prologue. All right. Tell all the yo Delante, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. Hey, yo Savage, hold on, late man. What? I said 15 minutes, man. I was like, give me 15 minutes. Be there in 15 minutes. And here we are, 15 minutes. Oh. A bunch of XP cards. That's what it is. 2 weeks ago. He's here. Hey, how you doing, Palm? Hey, yo, Big, how you doing? Here we go. you know we had to take an intermission over here. Whenever some like huge singularity ends, just take a week break. I was like, all right. Mentally prepare myself for what's gonna happen here. Oh my god, 5 more. You know what? Let's just enhance something quicker. Let's bring Edie's up there. Maybe, I don't. It depends how long this prologue is. If that prologue is short, we could jump into it. That'd be great. Not we'll have to wait till. Oh my goodness! All the crap is just. We'll have space. I got all these. I gotta do this too. To the next level. To the whole. Oh wait, what? She might come in clutch. You never know. You never know. She might come in clutch. Yeah. Jaja. Oh, we're good. Section 1, a prologue. December 26, 2019. Paragon has completed his mission. He repaired every singularity, saving mankind from a dire existential threat. The race shift system, which let him fight the destruction of proper human history, has been placed on lockdown of this moment. The servants summoned to Kalia have been released. Their contract, their task complete. Save for Kalia's acting director, Leonardo da Vinci. Every Kalian servant is vanished from the face of Earth. Also, I noticed the mic is kind of low too. Let me see if I can turn up the mic just a little. Just a little. Not a lot though, because it's not. It's kind of low. Turn it up. I think that's good. Okay, yeah, a little bit more. A little bit more. All right. That's good. I think. That's slightly more than it was before. Wait. Unless there's other one. Oh yeah, no, it's the other one. The other one's spot. Okay, wait. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. That's much better. I forgot to switch the spot there. Okay. I actually did. Let me actually post a meme about it. Let me post a meme real quick. I'll put it in the meme section. It's morning. Oh. A morning fall. Oh. Pardon the intrusion, Paragon. Oh, you're already awake. Good morning, Paragon. You must have been exhausted after all that Christmas cleanup. I'm glad Acting Director Da Vinci gave everyone today off. After we went a little wild last night. It's hard to believe it's been a whole year since we completed the Grand Order, prevented the incineration of humanity. I guess they're not even gonna like talk about the how do you say it? The pseudo singularities here. But yeah, it's fake. It never happened. Let me see. Did it download? Let me try again. Download. Re-download. Oh yeah, I think I got it now. Let me see if I could just here. Yesterday may have been our last opportunity to eat with the new staff. With the staff you come to know so well. But we shouldn't be too sad about that. They all have great jobs waiting for them and their next employers. I was also told that you'll first be going back to your family's home, Paragon. Home? Where's that? Did you know what you'll be doing after that? What about you, Madge? What will you be doing? I'm going to stay at Kali for just a little while longer after everyone else leaves. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, here it is. Wait, is this it? Oh, this one used to have a better captioning. I posted in the meme section. It used to have a better caption, but oh well. I forgot to take the whole caption with it. I'm going to stay at Kali for just a little while longer after everyone else leaves. All of our medical data may be safely backed up, but we still have to finish dismantling Chaldea's summoning system, though. Oh. Oh? What was that all about? He just ran off down the hallway all of a sudden. Better go look for him. Make sure he doesn't interfere with everyone else packing. Please, just relax. I'll see you again tonight at the farewell party. Guess I'll be saying goodbye to this room soon. Maybe I'll stop by the command room. You hear the news? They say the inspectors for the inquiry board are already at the foot of the mountain. Apparently they'll be coming up here by helicopter once the blizzard dies down. Soon we'll have a new director appointed by the Mage Association, along with 50 of their flunkies. Saying this investigation sanctioned by the UN sounds nice, but let's not kid ourselves about what this is. Just a hostile takeover. All this time, the higher-ups of the association have written off Chaldea as just another observatory. But the moment they see its value, they swoop in to milk it for all it's worth. Maybe it's weird for me to be upset about this, but I feel sorry for Olga Mari. Never had wanted things to turn out this way. Well, that's a surprise. You cannot stand her back. You cannot stand her back when she was alive. I mean, sure, I remember how she used to yell about anything and everything. Plus she was, well, incompetent, messed up all the time. But still, when I think back on it, I can't help but be impressed at how well she did despite all that. Honestly, we should have been more considerate of her circumstances. Even if she was the daughter of a lord family, she was just still a girl fresh out of school who recently lost her father. I guess, but you just have to set that sort of thing aside when you take a position of power, right? As the heir to the Omnispheres, have had that stuff completely covered, no matter what her age or how recent her dad's death was. To be brutally honest, she should never have taken over as director in the first place, but she clung to the authority it gave her anyway. And look where that got us. And she went into oblivion with all that too. Go here. Kali was nearly obliterated, and we had to beg the Mage Association to help rebuild it. So it sucks, but if we want Cali to keep going, we have to let this new director take over. And if Olga Mary was still here, you can bet she'd be the first in line to hand off the responsibility. Seeing as the alternative is having to shut down for good. Hey there. Oh hey there, candidate Paragon. Taking a walk around Chaldea? Enjoy it while you can. This is probably your last chance for a peaceful walk of fond memories around here. Once the investigation gets going, there'll be scary security guards walking around like they own the place. You know, maybe I should take a page from your book, go for a walk myself. This might be the last chance I'll get to go wherever I want to go around here without a security pass. So you're staying here, Dustin. Oh right, you were just an ordinary engineer, weren't you? Well, excuse me for being ordinary. This is why I hate talking with you. Start mage jerks. An ordinary engineer. Sure, not everyone who works for Cali is a mage. But I bet you this guy gets pulled in the summon gate first somehow. I used to study cosmic rays as a run-of-the-mill physicist before I came here. It was the last director, Marsbury, who offered me a job here. At the time, I was struggling to get by. I'm guessing he wanted me for my experience with particle accelerators. At first I thought he was full of crap, but eventually his earnestness and passion won me over. Before I knew it, I found myself out here in the middle of nowhere. That was 15 years ago. As far as I'm concerned, the place is my home. Is that so? I'm headed to London myself. One of the clock tower factions liked what they saw and made me an offer I couldn't refuse. But hey, if they start talking about making a new Chaldea there, maybe I'll give you a call. We're not kids anymore, right? Nothing wrong with selling your hard-earned the highest bidder in this day and age. That's just like you, Sylvia. You always were a real piece of work. But I appreciate your consideration, or at least as close as you can get. While you're here, candidate Paragon, on second thought, let me just call you Paragon. Dang, dude, put some respect in it. Call me candidate Paragon. The respecters are gonna have some questions for you, being as you're one of the master candidates. And the Mage Association people are about 10 times more calculating and devious than Sylvia here. Hold on, all those guys, let me just say, all those candidates should be nullified. They weren't there with me in the gym, you know? I was like, it's like they weren't out there race shifting. I was like, nah, the current protagonist is most fit to be the director. I don't think you'll be in any danger as long as Da Vinci's around. But watch out all the same. No matter how horrible they are to you, you can't lose your temper with them. Like they say, the only way to win is not to play. Just smile and nod. Try not to let them get to you. Don't worry. Just play the goody two-shoes act and they'll run out of nits to pick soon enough. You'll be out there in no time. I agree with that. Besides, you didn't do anything wrong, Paragon. If push comes to shove, we'll vouch for that ourselves. Given the circumstances, you took the best course of action possible, and did everything you could. We can all attest to that, so don't be afraid to hold your head high and tell them. Yeah, I'm Paragon, Master Chaldea, Savior of Humanity. What do you want? Well hey, visit Paragon. How come you're not with Mash? This year's only got a few days left in it, you know? If I were you, I'd want to make sure I had as many happy memories as possible together with her before I left. None of your bees were like shoo, Da Vinci. Whoa, those aren't for throwing, you know? And what are you so embarrassed about at this point anyway? But never mind that. I still have to finish writing this report. Got some last minute things I need to take care of before tomorrow, you see. Anyway, you've got a question, right? Mind if I keep writing while I answer you? Fine with me. Great. No need to bother telling me what they are. Da Vinci knows what's up. The new director who'll be here soon. The pending investigation. What's going to happen to Chaldia? So how about we review everything that's happened so far? In the year 2017, Chaldia detected an abnormality in Chaldia, a simulation of the world as it'll be 100 years in the future. Okay, so this whole prologue is like a whole recap. It's like the first 8 minutes of One Piece, right? Gotta sit there and just absorb it. A light civilization had gone missing from Chaldia, which means they had observed the end of humanity. We hypothesized that the source of the abnormality lay in 2004 in the Japanese town of Fuyuki. We decided to send Team A, of which Mash was a member, there on an experimental race shift. Unfortunately, the entire team was incapacitated in an act of sabotage, as were the other masters on standby. That's Chaldia's down 47 masters in a single stroke. But then there was you, Paragon, the 48th master. You're just a commoner selected to fill a quota, but you race shifted successfully. So, as humanity's last master, the mission of preventing mankind's extermination fell to you. That began the Grand Order, our mission to restore humanity. Chaldia went on to fix 7 singularities before finding the final singularity. There they defeated the King of Mages, Solomon, one behind the incineration of humanity, and succeeded at repairing the foundation of humanity. I should probably say Goetia instead of Solomon. Goetia. That's right, you are the one who officially completed the order and who took back the world for mankind. The very world you're standing on right now. But your incredible, legendary adventure has come to an end. It's time to return to reality. Frankly, it's time to pass the torch. We've lost 80% of our staff. We simply can't continue operating as matters stand. Sorry about that, I got the AC on right now. So we're getting an influx of new staff from the outside. The formalities were finished about a month ago, and they just finished choosing the new staff last week. Which means they've now been discussing what to do about us for almost a year. The staff is practically knocking on our doorstep as we speak. In a few days, Chaldia will be officially under new management, which is the hostile takeover they were talking about. New Chaldia. That's right, we'll have a new director, chosen by Mage Association itself, along with a staff he personally trained. The new director is Gordolf. He's the heir to a fairly well-known family in the magecraft world. Until he spent pretty much everything he had to snag Chaldia and all its benefits. He probably did that as a show of power, to let everyone know that Chaldia is now exclusively under Music's family's control. The proceedings are already underway, and it looks like most of our current staff are being let go. But that's not the problem. You'll still be you, even if they kick you out of Chaldia for good. That's kind of messed up, though. I feel like the guy who saved the all those singularities gets kicked out from the Chaldia. The problem is the UN inspectors who will be coming along with them. Grand Order or not, there's no denying Chaldia broke a whole mess of regulation. Changing personnel without clearing it with the Mage Association, closing highly classified information to low-level personnel, overusing servant summon, which was supposed to be limited to up to 7 servants, conducting race shifts without UN authorization. Ah, that explains the drop rate right there. You're only supposed to have seven 5 stars right now. I'm just joking. As far as they're concerned, there are all major crimes. Even though we were fighting to protect humanity. Exactly. Not a single one of us did anything for our own personal benefit. Couldn't, even if we wanted to. In fact, seeing as we were the only humans left in the entire world. But fortunately, that meant less than nothing to them. I think my noise gate is cutting off a little. Let me see something here. Let me fix that. I go here. And I go over to property. Not this one. Filter. If I do this, okay, that should be better. Now it captures everything. But unfortunately, it might capture the fan too. But unfortunately, that means that less than nothing to them. Surely they could see what we were fighting against in the data. The year-long global blank, the traces the singularity left behind on Shiva. Unbelievably, as the incineration of humanity might be, the association had to admit that it really did happen. But for them, the data is just that, data. All they had to say in response was, so what? As far as they're concerned, the world ended while they were sleeping, and by the time they woke up, it was all back to normal. The only thing they can see is the scores of the dead, the valuable master candidates who were injured, and the litany of rules Chaldea broke while it was going on. So this investigation is taking place to determine if these acts were deliberate. In the eyes of the association, the staff of Chaldea is nothing more than a band of criminals. Of course, that's why I'm writing all these reports, to prove that this is just a big misunderstanding. Since the data is all they got to work with, that is how we're going to cover our asses. Once I prove that everything Chaldea did was in order to preserve humanity, not to betray it, my work here will finally be done. Then the weight of everything he stuck with me will finally be off my shoulders, including you, Paragon. So what is this paperwork you're going to file? Mostly our servants' usage records and our servants' current conditions. I know you don't think of them that way, but servants are extremely powerful weapons, you know. So as far as people outside are concerned, this is of critical importance, since it has to do with their safety. Oh, and there's one more serious issue you should be aware of, especially since it concerns you directly. The blast in the command room left all 47 of those masters with horrific injuries, with them all near death. We cryogenically froze them in their coffins. We've been slowly thawing them all out, one by one, over the past year. Not only the seven teammate masters whose coffins were still activating when the blast went off, again, the entire team, save for Mash, remains in cryo storage. It's a good bit harder to thaw and revive them, you see. So we kept putting it off until they were in perfect condition. But once this investigation gets underway, we should finally be able to revive them, thanks to new staff who specialize in healing spells. And I'm guessing that once that happens, some of these teammate masters are going to take over as the new masters of Chaldea. Dang, they just like slept and woke up and was like, alright, we're in charge now, I guess. Keep them frozen. The new director has been saying he won't need you anymore, and that he will be relieved of your position within the year. Wow. Because he's already got his eye on other masters he trusts from distinguished mage families. Anyway, I know there's all a lot to deal with, but don't worry, I'll take care of everything. I haven't spent the last 6 months preparing for this day for nothing. I believe you mean we, Leonardo da Vinci. After all, I am the one who did most of the work investigating the association movements, analyzing the spirit origin graph, and dismissing the servants. Not that it was especially honors for me, of course. Holmes? Oh no. It's about to be long now. Ah, yes, precisely. The sort of reaction I was hoping for. That makes all the time I spent hiding in the shadows worthwhile. Ah, why did you have to let someone, even him, know you were here, Holmes? Sorry about that, Paragon. The fact that Holmes is here is the toppest of top secrets. I have not so much as included his name in any of my reports to the association. As far as they know, Sherlock Holmes was never among the heroic spirits summoned to Chaldea, and I mean to keep it that way. I guess you could call this kind of insurance policy, just in case everything goes south. Insurance policy. Indeed. In the event that we face an enemy we cannot see, we will need an ally the enemy cannot see in turn. Hence our extreme caution. Of course, I am no fighter. Should things turn violent, I won't hesitate to retreat to the workshop. So this guy has been with us since, I believe we met him in the Gilgamesh era. Since that singularity. You're not a fighter? Butsu is strictly for self-defense. If armed assailants were to attack, I would only be able to protect myself. Whoa, easy there. Things may get heated, but they're not gonna turn violent. The main reason I had Holmes stay behind was to help with something I've been working on. You see, Holmes is even more skilled scientist and mage than his stories let on. So I figured he would be the perfect choice to help me with a little something I've been building. A boombox. Look at this. Just an ordinary briefcase, right? But its contents are more valuable than all the treasure in this world combined. We still haven't finished. Alright, we still haven't finished. Hold on. Go here. 1 second. We haven't finished moving everything around, so I can't take it out just yet. But we should be done in another 5 days. If my calculations are correct, and they always are, it'll be done before we have to leave Chaldea. I'll tell you what it is then. I most heartily concur. Now then, I think I shall return to the workshop. And don't worry. If a time should come with you when you are imprisoned, that is when I shall reveal my most secret technique. So like, super bites? Oh come on, he was obviously talking about lockpicking. Any decent detective is an expert with lockpicks. Oh, and there's actual sections in the prologue? Goodness. Alright. And there's unknown how long these prologues are too. Section 2, Prologue. December 27th, 2019. The blizzard has come and gone. Now all that remains is clear blue sky. Before long, the pale blue is marked by the single black dot of an approaching helicopter. The helicopter brings important passengers, and the harsh reality of the end is close at hand. "44 visitors cleared and registered. All entrants are permitted to enter Chaldea by special exemption granted by the Association Board of Safety." It wasn't that crazy long. It was like 3 sections probably. Or let me get comfortable because I feel like it's gonna be a lot of reading. Opening front gate. Welcome, Gordolf Music. Welcome you and inspectors. On behalf of Chaldea, we thank you for coming. So this is it. I wonder what the new director, the Maze Association, chose is like. Court of Music, male, 28 years old, heir to a wealthy family of alchemists. At the clock tower, where the Maze Association is headquartered, he is considered to be well above average. Much as the musics can boast a long familiar history within the world of magecraft, they have essentially accomplished nothing. Oh, they just take credit. The only thing that sets them apart from the other mages is the extra bit of wealth they've accumulated by virtue of existing longer. Gordolf, basically just a rich brat from a well-off family. The question is, why does someone like that end up Calia's new director? I can't be certain until we meet him ourselves, but if I were to guess... Oh ho ho! This is great! Subarashi! Better than better. I didn't have very high... Hold on, how would a high... I don't have very high hopes. No, that's country. I don't think I have a aristocrat voice. I didn't have very high hopes for a lab out in the middle of nowhere. So you can imagine my surprise and delight to see how modern it all is. In fact, I think it might be even more advanced than the ones in London. What a bargain. Speaking of the devil, he certainly got a boisterous voice. Just remember, Paragon, silence is golden, but duct tape is silver. Trust me, this is the sort of person whose bad side you want to avoid even more than Olga Mari's. Piss him off, you'll never hear the end of it. Oh, this guy. Oh, you must be the servant I heard about in the report. You certainly do look the part. Let's see, Leonardo da Vinci, was it? Not bad at all for a replica of a well-known genius. I always did prefer a beautiful woman for a familiar. Oh, this is Koyanskaya's here. Cool. Your Excellency, I believe that remark could be construed as sexual harassment. Remember, that servant is, for all intents and purposes, the acting director. Though it amounts to little more than running a dinky factory out on the sticks, she has managed to keep Calia going in lieu of a proper director over the past year. It will be your best interest to get on her good side. Why not lead with a compliment? Ah, Koyanskaya, I thought I told you to whisper those sorts of things to me. Ah, besides, I have no intention of getting chummy with the servant, no matter how beautiful she may be. Why, thank you. You'll only be the last person I ever want to hear that from. Well, I'll take it as a compliment nonetheless. Welcome to the Calia Security Organization, Director Music. You must be tired after your long trip here. Not at all. Aside from the month we lost due to waiting around for the bridge to clear up, it was a most pleasant trip indeed. Now then, without further ado, Leonardo da Vinci, was it? Just call me Da Vinci or Castor, if you find even that too much to remember. Very well, Castor should be more than suffice. Dang, dude, demoted. I am told that you have been filling in after director Olga Mari, Atmosphere, and acting director Romani Arkman suffered some unfortunate accidents that led them to be unable to perform their duties. Your hard work is appreciated, but no longer required. As of now, I am soon the sole commander of Chaldea. What's more, much as I hate to do so, I will be taking all of you into custody immediately. Dang, dude. It's like that. Easy there, Mash Paragon. Just play nice and cool until you get shot. My, what an unpleasant surprise. Custody, you say? Did I hear you right? I'm afraid you have no grounds to do so. Not until the investigation is over, at least. Have the powers that be are already ruled that Chaldea is no more than a criminal cartel, and you have simply neglected to inform us. Because I am quite sure that if that were the case, you have come with more than the way of soldiers. We are the mysterious organization that saved the whole world, after all. If there was a warrant out for our arrest, you have come with a small army at the very least. but you only brought a paltry 40 soldiers. Doesn't seem to fit the task, does it? So this isn't something the Maids Association decided, but a call you made on your own, right? Why don't we get the association on the phone and see what they have to say about this? Or would you prefer I didn't do that? Duh. What's the meaning of this, Koyanskaya? That servant's too smart for her own good. Didn't you tell me the only people left in Kalia were a bunch of engineers and a master who was still wet behind the ears? I thought there wasn't supposed to be anyone here who would disobey me. Yes, Your Excellency. That was my misunderstanding when I introduced this property to you. But my report must have been in error. Sorry about that. I'm afraid that servant is reprehensible villain who doesn't know her place and thinks she doesn't have to listen to those of us with the Mace Association. Goodness, it's Koyanskaya. Wait a moment, Koyanskaya. Wouldn't a familiar who doesn't obey a mage be somewhat dangerous? Come on now, Your Excellency, that won't do. You need to be aggressive. Show these people who's boss. Lay down that law. Don't worry, we at NFF Service specialize in just these sorts of unlucky situations. Even if worse comes to worse, we won't let them lay a finger on you. Of course, that is a special additional service, so it won't come cheap. What is this? Don't tell me you're trying to shake me down yet again, Koyanskaya. Your Excellency. Yes, I know, don't worry. I'm a man of action when I need to be. You got quite a mouth on you, don't you, Leonardo? Just to be clear, this is from the only personnel I brought with me from the association. Our helicopters will be back and forth, ferrying many personnel over who are still on the boat. All told, there are about 120 security guards who have yet to arrive. It will be all too easy to take over Chaldea with force, and I assure you, that is the decision the Mace Association would back wholeheartedly. We would be well within our rights to consider the entire current staff criminals, and to haul them out and lock them away while we investigate Chaldea. Having said that, I prefer to avoid violence, should that be possible. Most of you will be fired regardless. I prefer we part on amicable terms. As such, I will have the four of you kept in a single room. You will wait there until the inquiry board summons you for your individual hearings. During that time, we will proceed with our inquiry into Chaldea's activities while we begin to transition over to the new staff. How does that sound? I believe that is the most peaceful option on the table. I dare say you wouldn't get such a generous offer from another member of a wealthy mage family like those blinded by their pride and brand ranks. They may think of those like you with no talent for magecraft as little more than slaves, but not me. Above all, I like to spare myself the tedium of torturing you for every little piece of information. I prefer to let Koyanskaya handle all that. You should be grateful that I'm such a gentleman. Just do as I say and you'll be released soon enough. I see. The Mace Association certainly sent us quite a piece of work, didn't they? Thank you for that breathtaking display of chivalry, Director of Music. Now, may I ask you something? I'd like to know why you brought up the rice to Chaldea. Surely a little research lab out in the middle of nowhere can't have that much interest. Not much interest? I'll be the judge of that. True. Chaldea doesn't enjoy the best reputation at the clock tower. I can't count how many times I've heard them say things like that. Their magecraft theories are nonsense, and they're just a bunch of incompetent frauds, or they're a disgrace to the 12 lords. To hear them talk, you'd think they were discussing a problem child they wish they had never been born. But not me. I believe there's tremendous value to be found here. Chaldea shows real promise. Or at least it will once I'm instated as director. At any rate, when I learned that Caldia was being broken up into 7 parts and auctioned off, I made my decision and took action. I used the entirety of music family fortune to buy all of Caldia's assets and prevent its dismantling. You see, the clock tower people were just desperate to get their hands on technology they could bring back to their respective departments. But I just detest them. I couldn't stand to see them get what they want. An organization needs all of its parts, just like a human body. It's barbaric to try and carve out its heart or lop off one of its arms. I want ecology in this natural, untarnished state, and now I have it. But I suppose there's an exception to every rule. The staff of an organization may be lifeblood, but we won't be keeping them around. There you go, Paragon. As you can see, he's hardly the most formidable opponent we ever faced. I believe this is more than enough to the way of the pleasantries, Director Music. You are the future Chaldea, and they are to the past. There's no need for you to reach any sort of understanding with them, nor for them to like you. More importantly, now that the church is ready to investigate, I want to begin as soon as possible. Indeed, you make an excellent point, Father Kotomin. Oh yes, allow me to introduce you. This is... Pleased to make your acquaintance. My name is Kotomin Kire. He looks very familiar. Can't put my finger on it. I've seen that hairstyle somewhere before. He looks like a Solomist person. He's a priest though. I'm a priest sent here to investigate on behalf of the Holy Church. I'll be staying here for a few days until the investigation is concluded. It's a pleasure to meet the saviors of humanity, people of Chaldea. I may not be here long, but hope we can help one another out during my stay. I can't believe Caldea's disciplinary room is now being used as a confinement cell. You said it. I'd known we were going to end up stuck in here. I'd had to loosen up this purse strings when it came to its budget. Just look at these rock hard beds. This obsolete air conditioner. This cut rate lighting. It may as well have been a confinement cell all along. At least we're technically allowed to leave if we want, but still. Yeah. At least our bathroom is separate from the dining area. I don't care for the way that new director does business, but I'm glad we're all together. Agreed. I'd be lying if I said I didn't suspect some ulterior motive in rounding us up like this, but it's definitely better than keeping us apart. Still, acting director Da Vinci, I think I have a handle on who Mr. Gordoff is now, but those other two, Miss Koya Skaya and Father Kotomi, you still don't know what their deal is, right? I haven't been able to get a read on them either. I can tell they're not your everyday secretary and priest, but that's all I can tell. I can't get a read on their magecraft abilities either. All I know about Father Kotomi is that he is from the Holy Church, another organization that's long butted heads with the Maze Association. As their name suggests, the Holy Church is a mysterious organization based on a religion that has followers all around the globe. They say mystics as something that's solely under their domain and suffer neither magecraft nor heresy in the name of their Lord. Their mission is more or less to bring all humans' knowledge under their control. They were a lot more aggressive about the back then when I was alive, but nowadays they seem to be playing their cards much closer to their chest. I'm guessing that priests must be part of their combat team. Executors, I think they call them. They're supposed to be devotees of the blade who spread God's teaching in his absence. That's all you need to know about them. These executors are both faithful and heretical, monsters who fight the mages and mystical creatures. They may not be a match for servants, but they are frighteningly powerful in the fight. True, I could tell that the priest is adept at hunting and fighting. Or at least that's what Galahad is telling me. As for Koyanskaya, we know so little about her that's almost comical. She isn't affiliated with either the Mage Association or the Holy Church. It looks like she was the one who may have convinced Gordov to acquire Chaldea. Aside from that, she did mention NFF services. I heard of them before. They made headlines in Russia about 6 months ago. Yeah, I haven't gotten that skill to skill 10 yet though. They're a private military company, mercenaries basically. Word has it they're a group of specialists who never met a job they didn't like. I think they go around billing themselves as global business consultants. Russia, huh? The Mace Association doesn't have sway there, so how did she and Gordov come to know one another? No, wait. There's a number of academics among the new staff. They're all from the NFF services. In which case, they must be planning on reviving Team A with the new staff alone. What? That's insane. Don't they know how much constant attention adjusting the coffins required during the unthawing process? We've done it more than anyone. And still has a huge chance of failure, even for us. There's only people who have never done it before can pull it off on their own. Yep, pretty solid chance they'll fail, and Kalia's 7A rank matches will be lost for good. Of course, that may be the point. Paragon, get out of here. Oh, sorry, Paragon, get out here. The inspectors want to talk to you. Well now, looks like they're not wasting any time getting the interrogation party started. I'm surprised they kicked things off with you though. Wait and see what the game is. Remember, silence is golden. Trying to say anything more than is absolutely necessary. Not like I actually know anything. Good. The case inspector is waiting for you in room 3. Just answer his questions. Honestly, you'll be released in no time. Don't even think about trying to resist. I had no idea what they were talking about for the most of the time. You look exhausted, little boy. This your first time playing? With the big boys? Then you better hurry up and learn how the game is played. And they say experience is every out. Foe. Cute. Foe. Try to throw some foe at her? I think I got her like a 1000 already. Oh, is this your cat? I'm sorry. I couldn't help but hit back. Cute. Whoops, clumsy me. Now I've gone and stepped on it. But what can I do? This is how it goes when the weak attacks are strong. Maybe once upon a time this thing was more impressive, but now it's just a puny little hairball. Does she know about the beast? It's the way of the world, and it finds itself under the heel of a stronger animal now. Don't you think? Get away from foe. Oh, so wild. How brave of you to bare your fangs for your little pets. It's even cuter how they're barely more than nubs. But I can't just let it go. No. Not after it went after my perfect skin with its little claws. Normally I'd break a leg or two so it knows not to mess with me again. Dang, Koyanskaya? It's like that. But I might be willing to let it go unharmed if you agree to chat with me for a bit. So what do you say? Care to swap secrets with little old me? Oh, I'm trusting you to keep your word. Now, settle down, little foe. Your owner and I are just getting down to brass tacks, after all. Alright, now that we have an agreement, my dear Paragon, here's my first question. How much do you know about Chaldea? I'm told you were scouted in some random country and brought here directly. But no matter how you slice it, you were born into a commoner family. I bet you didn't even know the first thing about magecraft before you came here, did you? No, don't answer. It's all over your face. I see. So you had a strong aptitude for race shifting. I can't believe you came all this way on that alone. Do you even know where you are? They probably didn't even tell you which country Chaldea is located in, did they? All I know is that we're on a very tall mountain. You're at the heart of one of the most secluded areas in the world. One not in the borders of any nations. An unobservable mountain that's been hidden behind a barrier of magecraft for hundreds of years. Had Chaldea actually told you you'd be going when they recruited you, I doubt you ever signed up. I can practically see your protest, asking if they lost their mind, expecting you to go so far away. Trust me, this place is as isolated as you can get. I can show you the 6 months worth of paperwork it took to buy this place to prove it. But never mind that. It doesn't concern you anyways. The thing is, I'm dying to learn more about is the original 48 masters. Of those, 9 are still here. Mash Curelight, that 17 main masters in cryostage storage, and you. The other 39 have been revived and sent home. No doubt they went back to living their lives in peace. But the thing is, their personal information still goes for a very high price. And why wouldn't it? Now that it's been proven that race shifting is possible, each of those candidates is worth their weight in gold. But none of them are likely to fetch as high prices as Team A. There's the 7 people who were originally meant to save the world, not you. Oh wait, that's not right, is it? Let me rephrase that. The 7 people from whom you stole the opportunity of a lifetime. Dang. Okay, that's enough out of you, my little footstool. Then you can kneel for me like a good little weakling before the plane comes in for a landing. Now then tell me, how much do you know about those 7 people? Don't tell me you never heard anything about them the whole time you've been here. They're your great senpai after all. I'm pretty sure even MASH knows a thing or two about them. After all, they were trained together to be masters long before you even knew what Chaldea was. I doubt have the power of the credit card. Yeah, that's true. The credit card carried the singularities here. No, wait, you really have no idea? Never mind their magecraft affinity. You don't even know their names? You're kidding. I didn't know you were so cold-hearted, Paragon. In that case, you really can't blame them if they wake up pissed off at you, can you? After all, you stole everything from them. Their jobs, their purpose, even their place as Chaldea. They won't be on a single piece of merchandise either. Foe. Oh my, that was close. Come now, little foe. You shouldn't keep going after a lady's face. Keep acting up like this and I might have to defend myself. Maybe by biting off your head. Dang. Then what would be it for you? And you wouldn't have any more chances to learn again, would you? Oh, drat. Look at the time. I'm supposed to meet Sir Gordov soon. So on that note, I'll be on my way now. No more wasting time on nothing Patsy. Lucky for you, you're so ignorant, isn't it, Paragon? If you knew anything about even one of the Team A masters, I'd be rushing you off to grill you about them in a solitary for as long as it took. She bites heads. Beware. But sadly, it looks like the Honeylicious branch isn't available to us. So bye for now. She's a fox, alright, foxy lady. And be careful when a beautiful woman comes your way from now on. Trust me, you don't want to find yourself falling for the honeypot. Oh, she's gone. Welcome back, Paragon. I see you met with Foe on the way. He's been hiding out for a while, so I'm relieved to see him with you. Paragon, there's something wrong. Did the investigation go badly? It's about Team A. Tell me everything you know, Mash. Team A? Huh, now you mention it. I never did tell you about them, did I? I didn't even mean to keep it from you. We just never really had the time to discuss them. That's true, especially since the 7 Team A Masters ended up not being at all involved in stopping the incineration of humanity. But now that they're about to be thawed out, and we have nothing better to do, this seems to be a good time as any to tell you a little bit about them. Team A refers to a group of A-ranked masters handpicked by Chaldea. Mash was originally part of this team too. First up, Woody, the chairman of the Atmosphere Controlled Astromancy Department, one of the Clock Tower's 12 departments of study, and the official Team A leader. He's the head of the exceptionally distinguished Woodim family, whose name and magical circuits have both been around for thousands of years. He's also Marsbury's top pupil, and was rumored to be a better heir to the lordship than Olga Mary. He was expected to forge a contract with a Lancer. In terms of overall magecraft capability, he was head and shoulders above the rest. Go for Morgan? You know, I got lucky today. I actually just might do one multi though. Just one multi though. Oh, let me just take a sip of drink right here. So nice Asprey? No problem. I'll try to go for her. All the luck. All right. So we'll do a friendship summon roll and see what we get to. We might get lucky. I actually did the free one today as well. All right. So this guy was like the head honcho of all of them. Ophelia Parmsloan, the prodigy of the evocation department. She possessed special mystic eyes, so she wore an eye patch that really made her stand out even here. She was expected to forge a contract with a Sabah, but she seemed to be very particular about what sort of heroic spirit she would contract with. Kodak Zimflus, nothing special as far as mages go. Excuse me. But his affinity for race shifting was exemplary. His story is pretty similar to yours, seeing as he was the only ordinary member among all the geniuses on Team A. You get him up alive? Oh yeah, I have pity for that one. I have pity ready. But his kindness more than made up for it, even if it did descend into a self-depreciation at times. Yes, I remember. Kodak was always concerned for others, though he had a pessimistic side, which bothered him as much as anyone else. He was expected to form a contract with the caster. He didn't have much magical energy. so he wanted to avoid a combat-oriented servant who would guzzle up everything he had before the fight had even begun. Next up, Scandinavia Pernosio. Yes, you heard me. Scandinavia Pernosio. Nobody knows his origins, and he's using a pseudonym, obviously. He was a freelance Marsberry recruited after they met abroad. Cheerfully and funny, he's always had a joke ready that kept teammates' spirits high. He was also the oldest member of the team. You could say he was a man a bit ahead of his time. This the best one, the funny one. He was expected to form a contract with an archer. He had an Italian air about him, but he was also strangely knowledgeable about Buddhism. Naturally, he knew a lot about Indian mythology. Said he liked myths about cycles of deaths and rebirths. Akuta Hinako. She got her start in Eumenia, the botany department, which is tied to the studies of witches at the clock tower. She used to be part of Kalia's engineering team before her latent talents were spotted and she was added to the pool of master candidates. She was the kind of person who would have been happy doing nothing more than curling up with a good book from morning till night. But she had a strange aura about her that you couldn't help but notice. Come to think of it, Romana used to sulk about how she'd never come in for routine physicals. She was expected to form a contract with a rider. That was really important to her for some reason. Next up, Prologue. As for him, I guess we don't have to cover all these masters in depth. Moving on. Dang, skipped. Feels bad, man. Last but not least, we have, alright, David Semvoid. He was nothing. He was something of an enigma, really, a loose cannon, you could say. Even got himself banned from his department at the Mage Association. That would be the folklore department, or Bershan, if you're wondering. They deal with otherworldly artifacts. It's an unorthodox field of study despite being led by the clock tower's chancellor. Anyway, Marsberry had the highest regard for David's talent. I thought he was a rare find too. There's only one, maybe two other people I recognized as geniuses even when I was alive. And David was right up there with them. He never tried to understand anyone else, and nobody else ever misunderstood him. He was expected to form a contract with the Berserker, though no one ever expected him and his servant to reach any sort of understanding. And that's every master on Team A. Quite the cast of characters, right? We got Unknown Guts. You'd think Guts would have the Berserker class, but it was the last guy. Well, don't let that get to you. If anything, they're the ones who would be timid around you now. They may have been your senpai a year ago, but now you're the senpai. You got the experience to prove it. Team A is nothing if not a meritocracy. They respect people based on their accomplishment, and yours have been pretty incredible. In fact, if I were you, I wouldn't bank on getting any sleep for a week or so. Once they're awake, they'll be constantly bugging you to tell them about all your experience and the singularities. Woodim has a great tea stash, and so you expect from a noble. Kodak can be shy, but he's very studious, and is hugely into mythology. Pepe was a great listener. Even Akuta, who usually never said much of anything, would open up in front of him. Indeed, I have no doubt that half of Team A would get along great with you, Paragon. Which is exactly why I'm concerned. Thawing them out will have a profound effect on Kalia's future. Gordov is moving full steam ahead with the thaw, but it still take at least 4 days to get all the equipment ready. I can only hope they finish investigating the current staff before they get started. I agree. Our term lasts until the very end of the year. So if the investigation concludes by the 31st, we should be able to help thaw them out. The very end of the year. Well, right. Whether you stay or go, this is still our problem to handle, at least for now. If something were to go down, it's definitely be on the last day of the year, the 31st. So let's just be patient, keep our guard up, and wait for the right opportunity. Sounds good, right, Paragon? Oh, more. Okay, here we go. Part 3. Oh, this is the last day. We skipped right to the last day. Okay. December 31st, 2019. The once clear blue sky is slowly obscured by ominous clouds. This is the beginning of the end of 2019. Oh, this is right before the pandemic. Da Vinci still isn't back. Bo. I know, Bo, it's been 12 hours since Mr. Gordoff called for her last night. It's been 4:30 p.m. right now. That gives us less than 8 hours until the year ends. Pardon me. Hello there, Paragon. Mr. Manuel, Miss Demi-Servant. I hope you don't mind me stopping by. I just want to chat with you again one last time. Father Katomi? My name is of no great consequence. Father will be more than sufficient. Very soon your 40-day house arrest will come to an end. The investigation will continue until tomorrow. But you have been cleared of suspicion. We've been pardoned. It seems the Maids Association wishes to have you arrested. What? Arrested? But we at the Holy Church feel otherwise. We see the battles you have fought and the contributions you have made and recognize them for what they're worth. My superior, Pontifex Noir, commends your accomplishments personally. He also told me to keep you safe from Mage Association's concealment system, saying it was the least we could do for those to whom we owe our lives. Really? Does that mean we're fully acquitted? It does. I talked to Music and he agreed to release Kalia's entire former staff from their confinement in just a few more hours. So we can't just leave yet? Wait. If we go free, what happens to acting director Da Vinci? Leonardo. She's a servant, so we can't afford to release her. We will unsummon her once she finishes, helping us with our current task. This world is meant for the living. It has no place for the lingering dead, like heroic spirits. Even the saints are no exception. The remnants of days past have no place in today's world, no matter what they may be. So you don't think servants are valuable? Are you telling us that only the Holy Church is on humanity's side, and that mystics must be opposed in all their forms, no matter what? Not at all. Servants are useful tools. What I hate is that the very concept of heroic spirit itself. What's Da Vinci working on? Leonardo has been hard at work in the command room. As of last night, the procedures to unthaw Time has already begun. Now that the coffins have been repaired, they were to be thawed at 4 p.m. today, so I expect we'll be hearing word of their success any moment now. Leonardo will be on her way once that is done, but I'm willing to at least grant her a last supper. By all means, enjoy your final meal together this evening. Okay. Once you're done, I'll have you taken to my helicopter and ensure you return safely to your family. That's... Frankly, I don't trust you. Zanen deshita. Here where we only just met, and you already decided you dislike me. Of course, if that's your decision, I will respect it. You are the master who prevented the incineration of humanity. Your instincts must be impeccable. Operation complete. Coffin thawing successful. The coffins will be released in 3 minutes. Father Katomi, please report to the command room. We are about to begin the resuscitation procedure. So the thawing was successful. Da Vinci must have pulled it off. Indeed, she is quite gifted. Wish that I could overlook her secrets out of respect for her capabilities, but alas. At any rate, this brings us to the end, doesn't it, Paragon? I truly admire your hard work, your restraint, and your patience. More the pity. The priest game over? Hey. Yorokobe. What do you mean? Come now, you really don't know? All the miracles you perform are about to be destroyed at the hands of the very paragon of mediocrity. What? No, they're gonna undo everything I just did. Operation complete. Coffin thawing successful. Paragon mentioned? No. We like confirm Half-Life 3 confirmed, right? Alright. The coffins will be released in 3 minutes. Ha, well done, Da Vinci. I'm impressed. We waste 3 days trying at this and nothing. You come in and get it done overnight. Maybe I should reconsider getting rid of you. I would hate to lose such a talented engineer. In fact, I just received word that my own engineers are having trouble with Kali's generator. They seem to have no idea what to make of it. If you stayed on as my secretary, that little problem would go away as well. What do you say? I'm quite generous to those who obey my commands. So he's gonna have 2 secretaries, Koenigsky and Da Vinci? Thanks, but that's my only option. You can consider that my resignation. I'm here only out of interest for Kalia as it was. I couldn't possibly care less about yours. I'll be on my way as soon as I have dinner with the rest of my former Kalia staff. Huh, so it's like that. Fine then. You there, why aren't those coffins open yet? Hasn't it been 3 minutes by now? How long are you going to make me wait? I trust this goes without saying, but Wudim is our first priority. The crown jewel of the clock tower. We'll wake him up first and put him in my debt by telling him I saved his life. Oh, this is what it was all about? Yes, sir. Opening coffin now. Huh? What the? It's empty. He's not in there. There's no sign of Wudim in the coffin. It's not just him. There's nobody in coffin B, C, D, F, or G either. They're all empty. What's going on? We had vital signs in all of them just a moment ago. The coffin's contents can't be verified until they're open. There are any number of ways to make it seem like they're still getting off readings. Does this mean that some point over the last 4 days, someone opened them before I did and set them up to give false signals? But who could have done that? And more importantly, how did they get Wudim and the others out of? Warning, warning. A blink has occurred in the observational data. No past observational data found. Statistical response, forecast, prediction abilities compromised. Unable to detect anomalies in observational data. Unable to detect any form of electromagnetic waves. Unable to detect cosmic rays reaching Earth. Satellite visual feed lost. ONA key observation transmission lost. There are currently no observable celestial objects on Earth. Did I hear that right? What's the meaning of all this, Da Vinci? What's going on? I didn't do anything. What if it was Koenigsky who did it all? What are those cracks showing up in Chaldea? Pseudo-celestial spear Kalian overloaded, shutting down observational lens Shiba. Now what's happening? Intruder, I'm picking up magical energy signals at the front gate, gate 3 and gate 6. What the hell? There's more pouring in every second. Snap out of it. We don't need Shiba to use our internal security cameras. Get the footage of the front gate and Chaldea surrounding on the screen. Right, putting a visual now. They're human soldiers. We're surrounded. 3 are black-clad soldiers all around outside Chaldea. Is that Anastasia? No, they're already in Chaldea. Gate 3 shutters have been destroyed. This is gate 3. This is gate 3. We are under attack by an unknown force. Requesting immediate backup. The club brigade has been wiped out. I repeat, the club. Your Excellency, we just lost contact with the club brigade. I'm not getting any biometric feedback. What's going on? Nobody told me this sort of thing was going to happen. Koinskaya, where did Koinskaya go? Attention all staff. Front and inner gates have all been shut down. All exit routes currently inaccessible. Please wait until functionality is restored. They've taken over the gates. Now what do we do? How are we supposed to escape? This is the Heart Brigade. We need backup. We're currently engaging unidentified enemy forces. Dang it. What the hell are these things? They keep getting back up even after we fill them with holes. Dang it. Stay back. Don't move. Stop. Get away. Your Excellency, we just lost contact with the 4th flush. What are your orders? This can't be happening. All my soldiers are dead? What in the world's going on here? Alright, let's continue. Alright, the action is getting good. Oh, let's change our actually no, I don't think I could change that until I go battle. She's forever gonna be there until I get into a battle. Section 4, Prologue. Paragon. Those were gunshots, but who's shooting inside Chaldea? It's always begun. Well, Paragon, much as I hate to say goodbye, I'm afraid this is where we part ways. Be warned, those hunters react to anything that moves. I wouldn't leave this room for a while if I were you. Huh, it's locked. What gives? I thought you said he was gonna let us go. What the hell's going on here? Hey guard, who's shooting the place up? Damare, I don't have time to deal with you right now. This is the 3 clubs. Roger, request for backup. En route to the Spade Brigade now. Hang in there until I arrive. If any Kalia staff try to stop you, just shoot them. The hell? He ran off without unlocking the door. Well, now what do we do, Paragon? I think we should keep quiet if we want to live. Right, I hate to say it, but I agree. I'm concerned about whether Da Vinci is safe, but don't worry, we can always resummon Da Vinci, it's okay. Yeah, good point. Since we can't unlock the door. Anyway, we might as well wait and see what happens. But then again, if nobody comes back to let us out. I have a plan if it comes to that. For now, let's give it about 20 minutes. If the security guard still isn't back by then, I'll do something about the door myself. Oh. What was that? Something just slammed into the door. Oh crap, the door's dented all now. Please be quiet. Mr. Minory, I'm sensing several entities in the hallway. Although this magical energy density, it's almost like... maybe they're Roman soldiers? I'm afraid not, but thank you for your consideration, Paragon. But thanks to you, I was able to take a deep breath and calm myself. I could change out the party settings? Okay. Okay. Ah, they're here. They're gonna break down the door. Both of you, please stand back. Paragon, please grant me permission to transform. If you use a command spell, I should be able to do at least one more time. Oh dang it, just do it! I can't do that. Please, Paragon, we're running out of time. I'll be fine. I've been training this for all year. Even Da Vinci said I could still transform as long as it was just for a battle. Please. I know I've only been able to help as your navigator for the past year, but that's exactly what I want to fight now. I can't just watch while everyone gets killed. There's something I can do to help. I was like, just do it, Mash. I was like, Foe extended that life, now use it now. I get the feeling that whoever behind this is trying to destroy Chaldea, as we know it. Please, Paragon, before it's too late. Do it. There you go, finally. She did it. But is she gonna be alright, Paragon? She hasn't even fought yet. She already looks like she's about to collapse. I'm okay, never mind that. Hurry and get behind. Oh, it's the Plague Doctor. She is worth more than your afterthought. Ah, it's here. Wait, what even is that thing? Where'd it come from? Initiating conflict. Your orders, Paragon. Oh, I get to fight. Okay. All right. They didn't tell. I don't think I remember this being in a fight. Okay, we got ley lines so we can survive. And surely he doesn't cheat and just MP out the gates, does he? And Casey has like invisible guts. Mashu. I did it. I was able to fight again. You call that fighting? That was way too reckless, Mash. It's obviously you're not ready for this. I saw how you used to fight when I was still working in the command room, and that was in half of your former strength. I was like, you call that a fight, Mash? There's 2 more soldiers out there. Get out there. No, I'm just joking. There was no way we can let you fight like this. Paragon, you and I'll need to... There they are. I meant 3, my bad. I didn't say 2, I meant 3. Now go handle that. Ah, there's even more of them. My shield is so heavy, even after all the time I spent training. Why is this happening? Paragon, Mr. Minion, I'll draw their attention. Once I push them out of the hallway, you run as fast as you can the other way. No way I'm gonna let you do that. But why not take him up on his offer? This is the first time in a year you've been comrades in armor after all. Oh, there he is. That's his technique. Holmes, I hope I didn't keep you waiting too long. My apologies. This is, as they say in modern parlance, simply how we great detectives roll. Like saved. That's a long night. Goodness. It's still the 29th? I mean the 31st? Okay, kind of spooky. And there you are. That is the situation we find ourselves in. Cali is under attack by an unknown military force. All exits have been sealed off, preventing any escape. Gordov private soldiers are doing their best to fight the intruders off, but it won't be long now before our adversary claims victory. Our task is quite simple. As we cannot escape outside, we will escape underground. Our adversary has yet to occupy the underground hangar, so that is where we will go. There we will find the shipping container in which we can take shelter. As it happens, I rescued 4 other staff members along the way and instructed them to head to the hangar as well. I would counsel Alcracy move now, while the hallways are still empty of enemy soldiers. Their attention appears to be directed towards the command room for the moment, but once they seem to their business there, it won't be long before they find the underground facilities. The hangar, oh you mean the dock we used to send cargo down the mountain. That would work as a shelter. This is great, we're saved. Come on, Paragon, what are we waiting for? Yes, that is our best chance, but go on without us, Monir. Paragon. But, are you kidding me? Holmes just told you the command room was the most dangerous place here. I can see you steeled yourself for the dangers ahead. Good. A word of advice then. Go around the command room by the way of the L2 stairs, level 2 stairs. That will send you in the opposite direction of those black-garbed soldiers. I expect you will find Miss Da Vinci inside her workshop, but you will need to make your way through the command room regardless. Once you have met up with her, come straight to the hangar. Regretfully, I will not be able to go with you. Huh, you're gonna let them go off on their own, Holmes? That's okay, Holmes. Has his own things that he needs to take care of, right, Paragon? A bit nerve-wracking, but I'll be okay with Mash here. Precisely, Mr. Paragon. Very well, I shall leave Da Vinci's rescue in your capable hands. Come, Mr. Munir. I can accompany you to the hangar, at least part way. Just me, but alright, figures. Okay, Match Paragon. Sorry to run up ahead, but I'll see you two back at the hangar. Okay, be careful, Mr. Munir. Thanks for doing this, Holmes. Of course. Just make sure you both exercise caution as well. Well, good, we made it back to the back of the command room without those soldiers spotting us. Unfortunately, it looks like they've taken control of it, just as Holmes said. I don't see Da Vinci anywhere. If she escaped to her workshop, then wait, is that? Oh, that's the faux stepper right there. Oh, don't tell me you still haven't found that graph. If it's not on the main server, it must be hidden somewhere else. Remember, our primary mission may be to take control of Chaldea, but our secondary objective is to seize that data at any cost. You may be satisfied as long as you can keep killing, but I'll tell you that data is more important than I swear this is what happens when you just go around slaughtering without a moment's thought. or or Fook are supposed to be the best of the best, but you guys are completely useless. You can't even capture a lone servant. Oh well, at least we gained control of the command room. You all remain on standby. The Grand Duchess will be here any moment now. I trust you at least know how to welcome royalty properly. So she's working with those soldiers. So it would seem, although she called them Orfichinik. Where have I heard that name before? No, never mind that now. Saving Da Vinci comes first. Let's stay out of sight and make our way to the workshop Paragon. It doesn't look like the soldiers are going to leave the command room anytime soon. That's probably what's stopping Da Vinci from leaving. Hey there, Paragon. Thanks for stopping by. I thought you might show up. I had no reason to think that, but now I'm glad I did. Da Vinci. Thank goodness you're alright. Poe. Yep, I'm doing okay. Things were looking pretty dicey for a while there, but I made it here intact. Those things are awful, you know. No matter how many times you kill them, they just keep getting back up and swarming all over you. Now, I know how it feels to be a lump of sugar getting mauled by ants, or maybe a piece of meat getting attacked by piranhas, something like that. Anyway, so you went and transformed Mash just when you had a chance to get your body back to normal too. Now you have to start your treatment all over again. I'm sorry, I know you've been so considerate of me. Don't worry about it. Can't really complain when Paragon and I are alive now thanks to that decision. Now then, Paragon, I think we'd better save the long-winded explanation till later. I take it you ran to Holmes? He's still here, right? Then I don't have to waste my breath telling you that you need to escape to the hangar. I was planning to head there myself once I met up with you, but there's something I left behind. This is the one thing we can't let them get their hands on. It contains a copy of the graph made up of data patterns for the spirit origins of all heroic spirits you've formed contracts with to date. Oh, that's what they're looking for. Oh, I see. So this is like the summon gate, right? This is the unlimited summon gate. No, I should say this is like the lucky bag. I should say it has all the servants in it. In short, it contains your bonds with them. Oh, never mind. This is not it. This is that bond graph. I forget what it's called. As long as you have this enmeshed with you, you're able to summon heroic spirits again. Though you will need access to good ley line and a ton of energy to activate it, of course. So she says you need a lot of quart fragments and saint quartz to activate it. Caldia may not be able to get it up and running right now, but as long as we can make it through this predicament, we should be able to figure something out. I bet the spirit origin graph is what they're looking for too. I originally moved it to the briefcase and kept it out of Gordo's hands. Either way, good thing I did. Anyway, now that you and Mash are here, Paragon, we can slip out through the command room. Mash, I know that your body isn't operating at its peak, but do you think you can hang in there for just a few more battles? Of course, it'd be my honor to accompany you, Acting Director Da Vinci. Great, then I'll be counting on you two to back me up. We'll need to take out the soldiers in the hallway to make it to the hangar. We have no choice but to cut through the command room along the way, but I do not want to fight in there if we can possibly avoid it. And I'm sure you saw for yourself something is attacking Caldia. Ordinarily, Caldia's should be protected by a powerful force field, making it impossible to touch. I'm still not sure exactly what's going on, but it looks like they're somehow just managed to seal Caldia's away. And that means there's a chance that Caldia could be physically destroyed. Even a single stray shot or ricochet could damage it. We have to avoid that at all costs. If Caldia ends up broken, fixing it would be impossible. Got it. That's the spirit. This takes me back to our battle in the Holy Land. You've grown so much since then. Really now. You didn't have to come back for me. You would have just been fine if I was gone. But thanks for coming all the same. Which isn't to say I couldn't take care of myself. Now let's get out of here and head to the hangar. Let's just... I forgot exactly. I never played. Okay. Oh yeah. Oh, she has guts. Well, I thought looks like guts. Might be guts. Who knows? Let me just see what it does. Oh yes, defense up and guts. Okay, cool. This does Okay, so she can cleave them. Okay, that's nice.
東方の三博士、北欧の大神、知恵の果実。我が英知、我が万能はあらゆる英知を凌駕する。魚のウニベルサーレ。
I see. Say his name all distrust like. This is the hangar? That's right, this is where Caldia stores various kinds of equipment and disposes of materials it no longer needs. About to be done with the prologue? Cool. But that huge shipping container didn't used to be here. What could it be? Paragon Mash, Miss Da Vinci. I'm so glad you all made it. Check it out. This is the container we've been using as shelter. I'm well aware, Manuia. Good to know you guys are safe and sound too. Let's go inside Paragon. That container is made of special, highly durable material. It'd take a tank shell to even dent it. What's more, we set it up on some rails that'll eject it from the hangar in the worst case scenario. It might be a too bumpy ride, since we'll have to make the trip by sledding all the way down the mountain, but at least we should be able to make it to the bottom. You got it. Now come on, everyone else is already on board. You three are the only ones left. Let's get going before they find us. So you're all safe. That's wonderful. I knew Holmes could do it. Well, all of us escaped to the West Hall anyway. Does that mean there's a wall of ice blocking the way to the East Hall? Everyone who escaped there is frozen solid. Well, but how? That shouldn't be possible. Maybe not, but it's true. I saw it for myself back in the command room. One girl froze the entire East Hall single-handedly. Hard as it is to believe, she's a servant. She must be a heroic spirit who was summoned outside of Chaldea. She headed to the command room after freezing the East Hall, so that might be the frozen solid by now, too. A servant summoned outside of Chaldea. Oh, but still how? Dr. Roman said it was impossible to summon heroic spirits without the shield, let alone outside of Chaldea. I don't know, which is why the circumstances are so precarious. The heroic spirit shouldn't be here. This whole situation shouldn't even be possible. They caught us completely by surprise. We have nothing at all to go on at the moment. which is yet another reason why we shouldn't be a temporary retreat. We can call the Maze Association for help. Gather intel on who we're up against then. Somebody, anybody. If anyone's hearing this, please answer me. Anybody at all. Someone's still alive. That was a survivor, I'm sure of it. He needs help. The survivor with no name. But which block could he be in? Come on, what are you waiting for? Holmes is yelling at us to go already. We're out of time, we have to go now. I feel for whoever that is, but luck just isn't what's on his side. Dang, Manure. We gotta forget about him. You heard the man. Holmes is right, and of course I agree. We just don't have time. The only thing we can do for him now is pray that he makes it out alive on his own and doesn't get frozen along the way. Unless you two are willing to stay behind to help someone you don't even know. Oh goodness, they're coming. They're coming on. Somebody, anybody. Why does this sort of thing happen to me? Dang it. Who do they think I am? I'm Gordov. Okay, never mind. If it's Gordov, yeah, never mind. We could walk away. The eldest son of the music family. I was going to lead college to glory. Yes, glory. That's what was supposed to happen. But now, Gordov. Alright, get on the ship now. So that's the music bastard, huh? All the more reason to forget about him. He's got no more to blame but himself. Why should we help a guy like that after everything he did to Caldia? Well... Why? Why do things always turn out like this? Why do they always turn on me at the end? You thought you would leave him. This always happens to me. Always. Nothing's changed at all. No matter where I go, no matter what I try, I was always an outcast. A loser. A social lever. I knew what everyone was thinking. I knew they all hated me. But what was I supposed to do about it? I don't know why they hated me. I don't know how to get people to like me. She's right behind there. Goodness. But I tried. I did the best I could. I never had my sights set on first place, you know. I would have been happy with second or third. But just look at how things turned out. Forget third. I didn't even end up placing at all. Stop it. Dang it, after a life of failure, I thought this would finally be my shot at success. This guy's going out like Olga Mary, too. She was like saying so many regretful things at the end, right? She's like, no, I didn't get to do this yet. But a loser is all I've ever been, no matter where I go or what I do. Dang it all. I don't want to die. I'm not ready to die after all. No one's ever praised me before. No one's ever loved me before. Yeah, going just like her. That's what exactly. Man, look, I wrote this story, by the way. No, we can let it happen again. This guy deserved it. Come on, Miles, let's get on the ship. Understood, Paragon. Let's go rescue Gordov Music. Huh? Have you guys lost your minds? Why would you risk your necks for a jerk like that? This guy's has the sense right here. Sorry about this, Manure. Tell Holmes to wait until we get back. Once these two have been made up their minds, they won't budge an inch. But don't worry, my limitless universal genius will see us back safely in no time. Sorry and thanks. Let's just say today is Gordov's luckiest day. Besides, I have to admit, you can't hear all that and then not help. So nothing ever went right for him, huh? Then this time for sure, we make sure we get there in time. Isn't that right, Paragon? Yes, ma'am. Mr. Minrir, please watch Foe while I'm gone. Don't worry, Foe. I promise I'll be right back. Foe. They're gonna regret this. I feel like it. Oh, she was right there. Goodness, she's watching. Oh goodness, I'm doomed. My magical pistols is out of bullets. I've used all my talismans. He failed her. He should have saved the last one for himself. Oh goodness, this is going to hurt. Isn't it? That one sickle hurt like hell. They're probably going to not kill me quickly. Not going to kill me quickly either. I've seen these things in the old records. They're the Tsar, Oceanics. They're soldiers expressly designed to make humans suffer. Demons in human clothing. Yeah, he's cooked. I don't know why they come back to life here now, but oh goodness, this is going to hurt so much. I guess I'm going to die as unlucky as. Well, I'm impressed you managed to stay alive this long, Gordo. Oh, you're that caster, and you're that demi-servant girl, and that third-rate master paragon. What are you doing here? Okay, turn around, guys. He didn't put respect in my name. We're here to rescue you, believe it or not. Don't think me enough, though. This was entirely Paragon's idea. Not that I can really see a prat like you ever thanking someone. 4 black card soldiers are headed this way. Your orders, Paragon. I feel like all these lost belts are because of him now. There's 2 waves here, it's okay. Good thing I have the shuffle. I'll take this. There it is. The battle's over. Corridor music is safe now. That's a relief, huh? What are you doing here? Do you actually think you helped me just because you saved my life? Oh goodness. I'm the real victim here. They should have broken up Kali after all. The heroic spirit summoning system turned out to be a broken down piece of junk, and the supposed star of the show, Kali, is overloaded the moment I got here. Then I go and lose contact with the outside world. I can't find Koen Sky anywhere, and to top things off, I run into the orphanages. What sort of wickedness have you brought upon us now? Don't tell me you went and destroyed the world again. Destroyed the... I'm afraid you're greatly mistaken. We weren't the ones responsible for the incineration of humanity, but... Don't you dare talk back to like me. Just shut up and let's start fixing this thing you made. Whoa! Just thinking about it giving me the shakes. Come on, get to work. You see, I knew this would be more trouble than this Coligon is worth. Anyway, we really don't have time to explain everything right now. For the moment, let's get back to safety. I'm sure everyone else is on pins and needles waiting for us. You're right. We'll need to apologize for them still. I'm glad we're too late. Aren't you, Paragon? I'm kind of glad we were late. I'm kind of hoping we were late, I should say. Welcome, Hotshot. You're coming to like the ending of the prologue. We're close to the ending of the prologue. And then we'll do one multi for for Morgan. Just one multi. Goodness, how many sections is this thing? Already section 7. He's about to say the phrase is ain't no way. That's Eric in the house. Mass, looks like she's in a lot of pain. I never thought I'd be forced to run a marathon on top of a mountain. If anything, you should be praising me for fighting vainly all on my own. Not a fan of long distance running. It's okay. If you want to sit down and take another break, we don't mind. But you should know that we're not going to wait for you another second. You think I don't know that? Come on, pick up the pace. Before more of those offers come up too. Okay. That's far enough. Looks like you're not going to be crossing this particular finish line, are you? They were waiting for us? This is terrible. Those things have captured Koyanskaya. Oh, clueless. I see. After my quick thinking let me escape from the command room before anyone else. She must have found herself all alone and was forced to give herself up. The poor thing. No, Mr. Gordov. The Orshikniki didn't capture her. She's the one leading them. I don't know why she did it, but I think she's the one who orchestrated this attack on Chaldea. You're joking. Then you mean she's been deceiving me all this time? That she's only traveled far and wide and worked herself to the bone so I could align Chaldea for her sake instead of mine? Dang it, you little minx. How dare you toy with an innocent man's heart like that? Oh my, I think we have a misunderstanding, Your Excellency. We recommend Chaldea to you as purchased with tremendous value. We were completely honest about that. You saw its value, accepted the offer price, and invested your personal fortune. We assassinated your rival bidders to guarantee your purchase. And as a result, you gained sole rights over Chaldea and its property, and we were able to complete our objective without the association interfering. That sounds like a win-win to me. Then you go and call me a minx? I'm normally very gentle, but that really ruffles my feathers. So now we're going to kill you all. It's time for all of you to pay up for everything you're worth. Master, Mr. Music, get back. Her smile is utterly false. I've never sensed such fierce bloodlust before. Oh, I'm impressed, Shield Girl. I guess you really do know a servant when you see one. But don't worry, your pretty little head. Okay? I couldn't care less about other servants, so I'll make sure to kill you quickly. The only prey I really like to take my time with is the one of the human variety. The ones I'm really fond of. I like to stuff and mount on my walls. In fact, I got quite a nice collection. Now, if I do say so myself, you know how some people like to hunt foxes? It's just like that, only with humans. Gordov isn't worth my time, but you just barely make the grade, Paragon. I think you look wonderful on my mantle. Oh, but I will have to remove those unsightly limbs first. Oh, come on, Paragon, do something. You're a master, right? Don't worry, I've got the soldiers figured now. Mash, you just hang behind me and back me up. If that's all we're up against, I should be able to handle them yourself? I don't think so. Not when we have the invincible Grand Duchess on our side. Oh, it's Anastasia. Death to those who would disobey the glorious Tsar. Eradication to those who would betray us. Vive, I will wish this myself. I will curse them myself. We reduce all good people to stone, to ice, to nothingness. Open your wicked eye, Vive. That's the witch who surrounded Chaldea. She's a servant. She froze the entire East Hall solid. This is it. I'm really done for this time. You're no match for her, Da Vinci. She's got you beat in ability to look all... Oops, sorry. I really should have been more careful with my staff, but we don't have anything helpful to say. How about you be a deer and shut the hell up? He was like, I don't need the mind break in the middle of a fight, you know? Like, that's it, Paragon. I'm afraid Gordov isn't totally wrong. She is a servant, and not the kind we know either. Make sure you're ready. You're ready to back me up with those command spells. We need to sell this quickly before she gets serious. The grand battle. 3 health bars. Oh, it's over for us. Oh, we do what we can. Okay, she just chilling there? Okay. If she's just chilling there for a beat, and I'm cool with that. Let me do this. Dang, only triple mash. Oh well. Okay, surely she doesn't cheat when get a charge and then MP. Alright, she's about to do something crazy, I imagine. I don't know that. It might be AoE. I don't know what Anastasia does. Let's just do this. Oh, okay. That wasn't too bad. That's all. Here's 1 HP. It's useless. A servant from proper human history has no chance against one from the Lost Belt. She survived hardships, environments you can't even imagine. You never stood a chance. Though I will say you did pretty well, at least for servants from this cushy world. Yes, I can see she has quite the formidable spirit origin. And you know what they say, the bigger they are, the more common their weakness. Here, I'll show you what I mean. Thanks for being so incongruously smug. A bomb. Better cover my ears. An anti-spiritual body flashbang. She's a clever inventor. That spirit. That's servant. But I'm betting she's just about run out of tricks. Let's go after them, Your Imperial Highness. There's nowhere left for them to run. They're trapped like rats. Rats? There were lots of rats in that house too. All they know how to do is gnaw at their surroundings and multiply and multiply. Still, I recognize that is one of the proper human history's greatest strengths. If their strength lies in multiplying, we will show our strength in eradicating them all the more fiercely. Our world, the Lost Belt we come from, is a cruel and frigid place. How laughable to think they consider this mild environment cold. Soon, we will show them what true hell is. It's a Homa no Jingoku. Wait, wait, I forgot what it's called. Here we go. And it continues. It's on to an unprecedented journey. Section 8, it goes on. Oh, we finally made it back. Everyone's okay. So this is the hangar. It's a lot bigger than it looked in the file. Just shut up and get in the container, Coglion. I can feel the cold breathing down our necks. Oh. Hey, over there, quickly. The ice is right behind you, look. The enemy servant's closing in. I'll fight her off, Paragon. If I don't stop her here, everyone who fled to the container will suffer the consequences. No need for that. They'll never catch up to us at this pace. One more step and victory is ours. I'll bring up the rear, the rest of you. Indeed, you were just one step short. Dang. Oh, it's the Kotome? Dang, dude, it's like that. What? I'm sorry, old habit of mine. You left your heart open, and that seemed the fastest way to end you. Servant or not, you can't survive once your spirit origin core has been shattered. Donut time? No. Farewell, Leonardo da Vinci. With you gone, Kalia's head is well and truly crushed. Da Vinci! Stay back, Paragon. Ah, you little. Oh, you got guts. And truth, I activated guts before she thinks she got hit by this. Instead of pulling away, you're pinning me with your own body. Impressive. Oh wait, hold on. Let me turn on the noise filter for the dog here. 1 second. Here we go. Grab the case and go. Hurry. Do not let them get their hands on that spirit origin graph. No. We can't possibly do that. We can't just run away and leave you behind. Oh yes, you can. I wouldn't have helped you if you and Paragon weren't the sort of people you are. Goodbyes always have a way of surprising you. Even for a genius like me. I guess it's for real this time. No more getting lucky. Like in the Holy Land. Take care of Mash for me, Paragon. Take good care of what's in that case too. And not just because it'll be useful, okay? That graph is proof that your journey really happened. It's our pride and joy. Both for me and the others who aren't with us anymore. I just couldn't bring myself to erase it. The Kide specialty? No, you don't. You're not pulling your hand out yet. Just kill the G. Don't think you're getting off that easily. According to the priest, hey, he might be the boss. Go on, Paragon, hurry. The Kali you knew is gone now. But as long as you and Mash are alive, this isn't over. Positive there'll be a new Kali in the future. Thank you for everything. Farewell, Paragon. I know it's a lot to ask, but don't give up and do your best. Let's go, man. But Smash Light, Paragon, Gordov, Music. Now all this happened because we chose to go back and rescue Gordov. That's the worst trade in Kalia history. That's the last 3. We're all in here now. Oh, 3. Don't you mean 4? Where's Miss Da Vinci? Da Vinci, she's gone. The servant was killed in the line of duty. He went out in a blaze of glory. Oh, now he wants to give her credit. Oh, shut off the waterworks, girl. Your blubbering is annoying. I see. In that case, all we must do now is survive. Well, sure. But how exactly do we go about doing that home? The shelter's only gonna last so long. It's getting colder and colder outside. We go about it like this naturally. You all see these pipes on the wall. Hold tightly to them. Be sure to keep your mouths closed. It's about to get rather bumpy. Thanks. Wait, you don't mean you're going to escape in the container, do you? I certainly do. That is, of course, the entire purpose we had in making it. Not to worry. We are already prepared to handle sudden changes in atmospheric pressure. Just sit back and enjoy the 6-kilometer sled ride. What? What the hell? Confirming their caster spirit origin is gone. This just about completes our operation now, but I don't think they still had another servant up their sleeve. You really can't trust everything you reports, can you? You're the one who planned the operation, Koyanskaya. What do you think? Ah, this isn't my fault. It all along. Suspected they weren't telling. Though I will say, I didn't expect them to slide down the mountain in a shipping container. That was the way they threw away trash, right? It must have been reduced those red smear container, right? Alright, 1 second. Let me reset my audio here. It's like going back and forth. Okay, let me next back second. Yeah, my audio was chipping out on my headphones. Alright, we're good now. The trip must have reduced those humans to just red smears on the container walls, right? Please, obviously. Their plan from they managed to keep that extra servant a secret. They must have something else there. Master, demi-servant, Portal, the 8 surviving staff members. That makes 11 precious humans. This should be it right here. I trust you to take care of them, Koyanskaya. You can. This is a bit beyond the scope of my job here. But I'm willing to make an exception. I have my pride after all. Besides, we need to make sure the humans are completely wiped out, don't we? Oh goodness, we're sledding. We're actually sledding this thing. Ridiculous even for us. Still, this should be this should let us escape once we made our way down the mountain. There should still be an association ship at the and it's gone. What the hell was that? Oh goodness, it's spinning. The container's spinning around on its side. Oh. Did someone just snipe us? But where could they have possibly shot us from? Dang, she's got that that aimbot on her. Oh god, the container's falling apart. If we get thrown out of this speed, Will. Holmes, think of something. Don't worry, it looks like a container from the outside. Yeah, she's out there two-turn farm. It's like, oh man, let me show you this right here. We will survive this. Plan for pretty much exactly this situation. I didn't spend the last 6 months for nothing. Alright, you got some Da Vinci wheels on there. What the hell is all this? Oh, what? Hello, good morning, fellow Chaldeans. Well, I guess I should say nice to meet you all. I'm Leonardo da Vinci. Just we're all friends here. You can just call me Da Vinci. The replica or the real thing? Oh? The hell's going on here? Oh yeah, yeah. We got the new Da Vinci. I got a new look. I'm a genius after all. I can't expect me to keep the same style forever. Or are you got struck by my beauty? You're a loss for words. Ah, of course you are. You little devils, you. Let's just say this is the sheer, unbridled power of the main character. Bit of a shock seeing me again 5 minutes after my tragic death scene. Allow me to explain. That is a spare body Miss Da Vinci created for herself in case of emergency. It is relatively low cost solution, though unfortunately it has a minstrelsy low output. And so she's able to behave as though she's picking up where the former Da Vinci left off, even though she's a low-ranking servant who only just awakened. Ah, you there, black coat guy who's just plain sucking at driving at this thing. What gives you that? What gives with the spoilers? I was waiting for the perfect moment. My big reveal, you know. Excuse me, but is this true? Are you really Da Vinci? I sure am. Take a look at these glasses if you don't believe. Miss Mash Paragon, this may be the first time we're meeting. I already knew all about you. Can't remember. I don't think she was in the glasses night story. Or maybe she was, I can't remember. I heard all the other me's memories after all. I've really been looking forward to the day I could meet you all like this. I might not be quite as capable a Renaissance woman as the old me. I hope I can help you out from now just the same. You're quite finished with your introduction. Please get back to the controls of it. Need I remind you that you are an artificial servant created expressly for the purpose of piloting this all-terrain void transport, the Shadow Border. I thought it was called the Beautiful Journey. Alright, here we go. Without you, the Shadow Border cannot function at full capacity. Ah, you really are a buzzkill, home. No, I can't talk while I'm in the control, dude. But this is an emergency. Everyone's safety does come first. Guess I'll just go back to sleep then. We'll talk later after things have calmed down. Good night, Paragon. Good night, Mash. Good night, Paragon. Who was that tiny Da Vinci? Shadow Border. What a jump. That was a slope crossing impact, wasn't it? Correct. I see. Quite the driving enthusiast, Kordoff. Oh yes, as a matter of fact, I don't like to brag about it, but I am something of an amateur racer. I'm the sponsor, driver, and strategic rolled into one. Music the Fiend call me. Now then, we're about to reach the ice shelf. From there, we'll head for the coast and the sea beyond. The ice shelf? Oh, that's right, you don't know where we are, do you? Well then, take a look out the window, Mr. Paragon. It's not every day one gets a chance to see the scenery like this. College Security Organization base. Oh, by now it's 24. This thing should be half the size, you know, because global warming. This should be like right. Now time for our last job. The pseudo-celestial spirit Chaldeas. The miracle that leads to the miracle that the atmosphere wishful dreamed about for over 2 millennia. Part of me wishes we had to trample over such a life. It is the job of adults to teach children the harsh truth of reality. Even the Tsar fears this celestial sphere. After all, changing the past via race shift is one threat we can't counter. So this is Chaldea. This looks like an Easter egg. So this is the device I must free his father. That's right. That is what the Tsar want. Must use your noble phantasm, the traitors. You must bury this magnificent crown jewel of humanity in a coffin of permafrost. What will you do, Your Imperial Highness, Grand Duchess Anastasia? Whatever attack she did, I want that attack too. You know, that 1 HP attack. Give me that attack. Antarctica. We've been in Antarctica this whole time. Although many nations have claimed this land as their own, the fact remains that it's the last frontier yet to fall into humanity's grasp. Chaldea was built right in the center, so that no nation could for their own ends. It was built on a mountain range hidden by an endless blizzard, or rather the lingering stand of mystics, and then further reinforced by a bounded field. It is the largest and only observatory humanity on location is built from of its creation. That is Chaldea, the security organization for the preservation of humanity. Suppose I ought to say that it was Chaldea. As of now, Chaldea has fallen into the hands of an unknown adversary, one who's trying to shut it down, and as we speak. Trying to shut it down even as we speak? Correct. I've confirmed that as of 20 seconds ago, all command room transmissions have ceased. All power outputs have shut down. Chaldea is no longer operating either. The air conditioning has stopped, and the inside temperature has dropped below minus 100 degrees. As loath as we must face the fact Chaldea is lost. We no longer have any means of taking it back or even returning it. Stop it. Please stop. I have to go back to Chaldea. Please let me go back. It hasn't been taken from us yet. I know it hasn't. All my memories of the time spent with everyone else are there. Nothing can change that. Dr. Roman's room is still... Oh. Stop that. Why do you hope to accomplish by going back now? Go on, youngster. Talk some sense into her. Mr. Paragon, would you mind holding Mash back from... Never mind. There's no need for that. Her body has reached its limits. I'm afraid that is what happens when one transforms while one is unable to properly synchronize with one's spirit origin. All the duress you place on your body comes back to bite you. At this point, lacks the strength to open the hatch. I would advise that you sit her down and strap her in before she suffers unnecessary injury. I'm sorry everyone. If I'd only been able to fight as a real servant. You're wrong. Nobody's to blame for this. Paragon. Oh man. Oh, hang on. What's that? Holmes, are you seeing what's outside the window? Of course, I've seen it. I took control. Nevertheless, it is hard to believe. One could be forgiven for thinking it Bad dream. Are those meteoroids? But we didn't get any reports from Panama. These are the 5 stars coming out the sky. If there were meteoroids too big to burn up in the atmosphere headed this way, we would have learned. And what's with those trajectories? How can they possibly be falling straight down like that? An occurrence that defies human understanding, huh? That tells us they cannot be meteoroid. I believe we can rule out debris as well. Which means this is going to be something once relegated to fiction. For example, an invasion from outer space. You're joking, right? Who could say something like that with a straight face? I mean, that would just be absurd, right? Or what? Are you really saying those people were alien? That they only pretended to be human in order to take over Chaldea? How can... My apologies, but please. Do be cool. We're picking up an external transmission. It's using the same frequency did at Chaldea. Humanity. I have a message for all of humanity. This planet will soon be reborn as an old brand new world. Human civilization was a mistake. The path of our growth was incorrect. And so I have made my decision. A revolt against all of humanity history. Proper human history. We're about to fill this world with inhuman mystic secret. We will restore the age of God. To that end, the gods have descended from a far-off galaxy, and in their wisdom, they have 7 seas, like new leaders. These leaders will make this planet as they see fit, and the one who reigns supreme shall be given the right to renew the world itself. So he's starting a Grell war, kinda. Life form, proper human history will not be permitted to take part in this war. We're going to view from the sideline. The roots of cosmic fantasies have descended upon it. Trees of creations have sprung up all across the land. Now all of humanity's endeavors will be set aside frozen. Thus shall you atone for your sin. 2019, year that proper human came to an end. My name is Woodim. Oh, it's him. Woodim, the leader. On behalf of the 7 cryptors, I have a message for those who escaped from Chaldea. No, rather, I have a message for the scant few remnants of the human race. We will be the inheritors of this world's history. Krishka? That did sound like Krishka, but Woodim, leader of Team A? That ain't gives PTSD? How bad could it be? Here I was going to take him under my wing, and this is the thanks I get. Cryptor. Now what is it? Emergency for the computer room. Hey there, it's me, Da Vinci. The one controlling the border all by my lonesome. We're less than 2,000 meters away from the coast now. I'm afraid we got a little problem to deal with first. The sky the same again? Picking up a ton of spirit origin signals up ahead. It's more of the soldiers that attack Chaldea. I'm counting about, well, see for yourself. As they say, a picture's worth 1,000 words. Oh, it's the Legion. It is those soldiers that attack Chaldea. How can there be that many? Dang it. Looks like a whole dang division out there. The hell is this? Oh. It's over. There's no way our border here can break through a group like that. If we can try to charge them, we'll be dead way before we hit the water. Yeah, it's Jover. I was gonna say, how's Jover, man? Oh, hard right. We'll have to give up on the ship and try for another observatory. I'm afraid that won't work, Da Vinci. We're getting no response from the American base. In fact, according to the sonar, there's nothing to be found anywhere. Surely you can see that yourself. As long as we remain in Antarctica, we have no chance of victory. If the enemy forces who occupy Chaldea catch up to us, we'll be quite finished. Our only hope for survival is to plow through that mass of soldiers and pray we make it out to sea. We bet all our lives on that? What are you, an idiot? We can't possibly break through that army. No, I've seen Da Vinci run over Grand Beast with Beautiful Journey. She can do this. And if we did somehow make it out to sea, the ship is bound to be hijacked by now. It would only be a matter of time before they catch up to this broken down truck and slaughter us all. That's one opinion, Mr. Paragon. Tell me, what do you think? Hey, Sherlock is a man of adventure, right? Quite right. This is an adventure. And one of the grandest ones imaginable at that. It's certainly not some boring escapade where we barrel our way through an army of horrific killers. No, this will be humanity's first Magecraft voyage. To date, humankind has traveled to the moon, subterranean world, and even through time. This voyage will be unlike any of those trips, but no less grand in ambition. The world we hope to visit is one that cannot exist without being defined, even as it lies in a domain beyond our reach. In other words, we'll be attempting to travel into a world that exists on a negative vector. What did you just say? Can't mean Da Vinci. Permission to use Paper Moon. The Atlas Institute may not have cleared me for it. I'm quite familiar with its operation. After all, I got a rather thorough look at its top secret manual while I was in their headquarters. Try Hermes. The Atlas. You detective types are always on the job, aren't you? To be honest with me, how good do you think our odds are pulling that off? Better than if we tried to fight those soldiers. 30% at best, I should think. For that matter, I can't even be sure where we'll end up. If all we wish to do is make it out of this predicament alive, I have no doubt there are better options available. But if you have your sights set further than that, this is the one I recommend. I believe it will aid us in fighting the adversary in the future. Understood. Expanding void reality observation device. Paper Moon. Expanding logic formula on Shadow Border's external armor. Removing existence verification from reality space. Future prediction. Hypothetically prove mirror world playing in 20 seconds. Relaxing space-time friction decompression for 0.6 seconds. Emergency process is all green. Looking good, Holmes. We're all set for our maiden voyage. Now then, a little heads up for those of you in the cockpit. Your souls will almost leave your body for a moment, but don't worry, you'll be fine. It's just your average out-of-body experience. But if you find yourself saying stuff like, I'm floating, or is that my own body I'm looking at? Just reach out and grab your body. Hold on for dear life. As long as you do that, you'll come out the other end alive. How's that any of that fine? You said you're literally going to kill us. Oh. Paragon, I still don't understand what's going on. Are you sure about this? Sure, I'm sure. Now that's the stuff Paragon know. Now then, without further ado, let's get started. Although the phenomenon intervention method we're about to attempt is one of the first Kali ever devised, we banned its use because of extreme difficulty and danger. You know how race shifting involves breaking a master down into spiritrons and outputting them into a space-time as numeric values? Well, this way of traveling through space is the exact opposite. We'll be slipping through a crack in this world into a sea of time, completely erasing our existence from reality. We have a lot on our plate right now. An adversary that attacked Chaldea. Those things that fell from the space, the cryptors. Like Mash said, we don't know what's going on right now. But one thing we know for sure is that they're all enemies. The rest of humanity that even destroyed Chaldea. We're going to do something about all this. We'll have to start breaking even more forbidden taboos. We're not handing over the future we worked so hard to take back to a bunch of newcomers we don't know the first thing about. So first we find a way out of this mess, then we strike back. We'll get this going, Paragon. We got a new weapon, new course ahead of us. Battle border, untethered from reality. Void space drive, zero sail, unfurl. All of this, that means when they travel to this, all the soldiers should disappear on the other side, I imagine. Copyright, yes sir. Don't worry, this part will get muted in the VOD probably. Yeah, I'll mute this part in the VOD. That was a pretty long prologue. Get to Lost Belt. Well, no first stream. That's the type of thing it is? We got Ricardo over there, Anastasia, Dolvin, Charlotte, Kindness, I think her name was. The two masters. Trying with Mash with her VR headset. And now we finally won't see the last remnant screen anymore. We're in the Lost Belt. Oh, we get something now. Thanks. It only took like 3 years to get here, right? All right. All right, let me just burn right here. Oh, I got the free 10x. So first we'll do the free 10x. Let's see if we get anger Mangu. And then we go over to the Morgan. That's a-okay. All right. Then we just do one for Morgan. Then we just there. Not 20 tickets, but yeah, just one. 20 tickets on the sisters? I don't even want them. Wait, they can wait. Hold on. Oh, my friend has this one. So there are sisters, right? All right, let me go back over here. All right, let's go with this one. No. There are sisters. Roll the tickets? No, we're holding the tickets. We gotta wait for the support people to come in. I got lots of firepower. I don't have any support, All I got is Miyu. Actually, I have Anastasia. I think she's support too. I have to look at her kit. Oh, we got a nice Resco EE. Now I imagine this, like, I lifted so many restriction now. They must be in Lost Belt. I am in Lost Belt. So Lost Belt 1. Oh, you got an MLB. I see. With like, what's that? Got an MLB like 3 times. Oh, MP5 Morgan. Oh, this one. Waiting for opportunity though. Hold on to it for collecting. All right. That brings us. No, that's it. We're at the limit there. We gotta hold. One is good, and we got CE. That was pretty good. You're like, hold. Yeah, diamond handed out. Diamond handed out. Oh, hold on. Collect everything over here. I'm kind of scared if I collect everything. Yeah, we're gonna diamond hand it out. All right. Thank you all for coming out to the stream. I appreciate you guys sticking around for that very long prologue. Next week we'll be able to start Lost Belt number 1, the permafrost place. But yeah, y'all take care, and hopefully see you next time. Adios. Bye bye.